What is going on, Crimson City? My name is Crimson CBAD, bringing you guys our Week 5 team builder for NPA, the National Pokemon Association. Your Detroit Type Nulls are going up against Coach The Exception and the Tampa Bay Luxrays. You guys are excited. Show some love on that like button down below. And of course, if you're new, feel free to hit that subscribe button as well. Check out Exception's channel. The link will be in the description of this video, as well as our NPA playlist. In case you guys missed last week's battle, which was a nail biter. Go watch that right now if you have not already. Exception has what some would call a rain team. Definite solid rain team right here that he's got. We'll go ahead and talk about his team right now. He has the Thunderous Incarnate, a very fast Pokemon with 111 base speed with the Prankster ability, giving non-offensive movesets priority over offensive movesets, obviously. Always typically going first. And then the Defiant ability, where anytime there is a stat lowered in any way, its attack is raised by 2 stages. So with that 115 base attack, I mean, he can, and 125 base special attack, he could run Defiant, he could run a mix set, he can run physical, he can run special, he can do whatever he wants to. He has the Pelipper, obviously very solid rain setter, very bulky physically Pokemon. It's got base 100 defense. I never really, I guess, valued. I know I've used Pelipper in the past on a rain team, but I guess I never really put into perspective when like running calcs for Pelipper. I was like, this thing really is just like a little tank. I mean, it's got the Drizzle ability, it's got Stab Hurricanes in the rain, which don't miss. Sets its own rain, base 65 speed. So I mean, you can run like a Scarf set, you can run, you know, defensive Damp Rock, possibly a Wakan set just to you know, help out with that 4 times electric weakness. He's got the Kingdra, which is a great rain sweeper with the Swift Swim ability. Water Dragon typing, can be run physical or special. It's got base 95 in both offenses. Can run like an agility set, can run like a Dragon Dance set, can run like a Focus Energy set. So you really got to be careful about that. You really have to be careful about Kingdra. He's got the Bronzong, which thanks to the rain really just kind of lets him run Levitate every week. Very bulky Pokemon, can be set up the rain. You know, it is a Pokemon that does have access to Rain Dance, and the inability to one-shot that thing most times does give it the ability to set the rain. Very reliable rock setter as well. It can explode, it can set the Trick Room, things like that. He's got the Zoroark, which is really scary, and I really don't want him to bring it, but I think Zoroark or Snorlax are coming. I'll explain why in a bit. Zoroark's a fast Pokemon with 105 base speed with the Illusion ability. It does disguise it as another Pokemon on the team, so you won't know what it is until it gets you. You got to be careful about like hazard damage and all that fun stuff, just kind of seeing if you can get a little insight into it, just to see about the Zoroark. But it can be run physical or special with 105 base attack and 120 base special attack. It can be a trick set as well, which is, like I said, you got to be careful. Newly acquired to his team, he has the Electabuzz. He did have the Togedemaru, but he picked up Electabuzz. Another fast Pokemon with 105 base speed. A fast Pokemon that can abuse Eviolite is really cool. It doesn't have the immunity that its Evolution Electivire gives it, but it can still zip around your team in the Volt Switch. It can set up screens. It can do a lot of reliable things. I really like Electabuzz. I want to use Electabuzz at some point. He's got the Mega Swampert, trademark Mega of the Rain squad. Hits really hard, tops out at 268 in the rain as far as speed goes. He can run a Power Up Punch set. He can just run 4 attacks. He can run like a bulky defensive set, and this not even be a rain sweeper. He can try to sweep with something else. So you really got to be careful about that thing. It really takes just a hard-hitting grass type in order to deal some damage to that thing. Shaman, base 100s across the board with a natural cure ability. Seed Flare is a very powerful move, 85% accuracy, but it does also drop your special defense by 2 stages. So if you, or it has a chance to rather. So if you come in on the wrong one, all of a sudden that it's just game. It's just a game at that point. Kabutop's another really awesome rain sweeper. Can be a rapid spinner, can be a stealth rock setter. Access to liquidation and Ultra Sun and Moon, which is just so mind-blowingly strong. Aqua Jet, Stone Edge, I mean, it can Swords Dance, it can knock off, all that good stuff. Snorlax, a very bulky Pokemon, the Immunity, Gluttony, or the Thick Fat ability. Three great abilities, in my opinion. Immunity means I can't Toxic it, so I can't wear it down. Thick Fat gives it the resistance to Fire and Ice type moves. And then Gluttony pops berries early, and especially with something like a Recycle set with the new Super Berries in Ultra Sun and Moon. Snorlax, I definitely... like I said, I'll talk about Snorlax or Gengar here in a second. And then Heracross. Heracross is a awesome Pokemon with 2 fantastic abilities in League format. The Moxie ability, every time it knocks out a Pokemon, it gains 1 attack stage. And then the Guts ability, it raises its attack if it is status. So you don't want to toss around some Will-O-Wisps on that thing if it switches in and it is a Guts. Base 125 attack, base 85 speed. Hits really hard with things like Close Combat, Mega Horn, Earthquake, Stone Edge, all that fun stuff. Knockoff as well. So some things to note about his team. Possible Stealth Rockers, he has Bronzong, Mega Swampert, and Kabutops. He is Rapid Spinner as Kabutops. He He has 2 Defoggers in the form of Pelipper and Thunderous Incarnate. He has an Aromatherapy user in the form of Shaman. As always, if any of that information is incorrect, feel free to correct me in the comment section down below, because that's something I should know in my research, because people have done that before, and I'm really, you know, I appreciate that. I appreciate that. You know, I should be in the know about all these things, but we'll go in and talk about our team here really quickly. I feel like we've got a nice defensive core along with our offensive core. And one thing I want to talk about before we go into the team is you're probably like, Chase, what is this? What is this? So, but going from week 4 into week 5, where there were, we made 4 free agent moves and 1 trade. So, we dropped Araquanid for Buzzwole. We dropped Scrafty for Houndoom. We dropped Hitmonlee for Gastrodon. We dropped Linoon for Cradily. And then we traded Excelgor for Tauros. So there were 5, literally almost half our team has changed since last week. So, and as you can see, 4 of the new members are showing up this week, which I'm excited about. First up here, Code Red the Buzzwole with the Cobra Berry Beast Boost ability. Drain Punch, Leech Life, Roost, and Rock Tomb. 244 in HP, 100 in defense, and 164 in speed with an impish nature. This is meant to take physical hits from things like the Kabutops and the Mega Swampert and just kind of recover them off and kind of work around some rain turns here. It's got an incredible defense stat based on 139 defense, 107 HP as well. So we do really do, we do well with that. 53 in special defense sucks, especially because we have a 4 times weakness to flying, so attack, hidden power, flying anywhere could hurt, but that's one of the reasons why we have the Cobra Berry. I'm not going to take a hidden power flying from Thunderous with this. I'm not going to take a Hurricane from Pelipper from this. I'm not taking an Air Slash from Shaman with it. This is more so for like a not stab flying type move. If he thinks he's going to be like secret tech with it, we can take that out. If he brings a special Mega Swampert with hidden power flying, you know, bravo. I can't prep for that. I can only prep for what I can prep for, which is, you know, your standard Mega Swampert set. Like I said, Aerial Ace on Heracross could be a niche set, but with our defenses and our, you know, and our berry, we can turn around and just kind of attack that thing. Drain Punch on Leech Life, Dual Stab giving us more longevity as well as Roost. I felt the 3 of those were necessary because we weren't bringing leftovers, which was the original idea, but Cobra Berry just kind of help out with that 4 times weakness is really nice. And then Rock Tomb is really cool for speed control. Obviously, he has those really hard-hitting Pokemon. Being able to hit things with a Rock Tomb and dropping their speed by 1, like the Pelipper, like the Heracross if it comes in, Mega Swampert as well, you know, we can do that. The defensive investment for this actually is to, the defensive investment, we are living, I believe, we are 3-hit KO'd by Jolly Mega Swampert, and he does need to bring Jolly Mega Swampert because at level 50, Mega Swampert outspeeds Scarf Timid Gengar by 1 point, so he is required to bring Jolly unless he doesn't think I'm going to bring Scarf Gengar. So, we live 3 hits from the Jolly Mega Swampert if he's a power-up punch set. We got to start hitting him really hard. We got to Rock Tomb him down and come in and revenge kill him with something else. But this does help us shrug off, like I said, those physical hits just a bit better. The dual stab recovery is nice along with Roost. Rock Tomb, we have just enough speed. If he is max speed Timid Thunderous and he takes a Rock Tomb doesn't kill it. After the speed drop though, if he thinks like, oh, I'm gonna switch out, I can go for a Nasty Plot, I can stay in him Rock Tomb and then I'm faster than him the next turn. Like I said, if he's like going for a Nasty Plot or something like that, and then I can just freely attack him from there. Yep, 179. Yep, 179 at -1 stage brings him to 118. So 120, I believe. Let me just double check that really quick. Before I 179. Yep, he'll be at 119. So 120 in speed lets us outspeed that after a speed drop. And we've got a few Pokemon on the team that do help a little bit with that speed control. Next up here, we'll talk a little bit more about our defensive core. We are bringing Slugger, the Gastrodon. Gastrodon is bringing the Rindo Berry to patch up that 4 times weakness to grass with the Storm Drain ability. I felt like both Cradily and Gastrodon had to come this week because he's got a rain team, so why not have some water immunities? Gastrodon here has the Storm Drain ability, raising our special attack stage by 1 if it takes a water type move. Scald, Recover, Clear Smog, and Ice Beam, 244 in HP, 212 in defense, 52 in special attack with a bold nature. With this, we can take a +2 Grass Knot from Timid Thunderous Incarnate Life Orb and go for an Ice Beam in return. And there's ways about this. That's what this spread was for. This spread also helps deal with the Mega Swampert and the Kabutops. We are able to shrug off hits just a little bit better on the physical side. The 52 in special attack, just extra added damage for that. Clear Smog in case he starts setting up a Thunderous and he feels very comfortable going for that. Clear Smog for the Mega Swampert if he's a power-up punch set. Clear Smog for Snorlax if he starts setting up. That's another big scary thing. If he's like a curse set with Snorlax, we can Clear Smog that away. Ice Beam hits the Thundurus. Ice Beam hits the Pelipper and the Kingdra for both neutral damage. Ice Beam hits the Shaman as well super effectively. This is another physical check. This does bait out, like I said, something along the lines of a Nasty Plot Thundurus with Grass Knot. I would highly anticipate that. And with the Rindo Berry, we can take a +2 Life Orb Thundurus Grass Knot. We can go for an Ice Beam in return. Here's how this works. If he goes for a Grass Knot on us after rocks, we can take that. We have a very good chance to take that, excuse me. If he is Life Orb, we go into, on the Gastrodon going down, we go into our Cradily, and I'll explain Cradily in just a second. If he's not Life Orb, we live the hit every time. We go for an Ice Beam. We either pop his Yachi Berry or we do something to him in return. And then we are able to switch into our Cradily, which can kind of take hits just a little bit better on that end. And I'll talk a little bit about Cradily right here. Antidote, the Cradily is coming with the leftovers as well. The Storm Drain ability to give us that water immunity. Giga Drain, Rock Tomb, Stealth Rock, and Recover. 252 in HP, 4 in defense, 252 in special defense with a sassy nature. We're really slow as is, so it doesn't really matter about that. And if he does have a Bronzong, we'll take a Gyro Ball just a little bit better if he's min speed. Giga Drain is nice. Giga Drain is nice for the recovery. Hits things like the Kabutops and the Mega Swampert for 4 times super effective damage. Rock Tomb is good because it provides speed control. Rock Tomb also hits the Thundurus and the Pelipper super effectively. Stealth Rocks are going to be nice. Stealth Rocks are going to be nice for chipping down Thundurus and Pelipper. Just getting a little bit of chip damage. If the Zoroark is disguised as something, we can kind of gauge the damage off there, just to see if he's taking 12 or if he's taking 6 or if he's taking 25% to the rocks. Recover for the longevity. Recover on top of leftovers do give us a little bit longer. Like I talked about with Gastrodon, Thundurus, if he is a Life Orb set and going for a Nasty Plot, I Ice Beam him with the Gastrodon. I take a Grass Knot. If I don't take a Grass Knot, I know he is very specially offensive with like a Life Orb or maybe even a Meadow Plate. I go into Cradily here. He has to hit me with something like Flash Cannon. I can eat a +2 Life Orb Flash Cannon from this thing, go for a Rock Tomb, and then hopefully drop his speed down a little bit so something like Buzzwole can come in. We also have the Gengar. We have the Tauros as well, which can Revenge Kill after that. But we do take a hit from a +2 Life Orb Thundurus Flash Cannon with this spread. This also helps shrug hits off from the Pelipper. We do take a hit from a Kingdra. Like I said, Rock Tomb is going to be really nice for speed control, just so we can go into one of our Revenge Sweep or our Revenge Killers and kind of take them out, or at least get a little bit of momentum on that part. Hazards are really nice, like I said, helps out with Zoroark's Disguise, helps out with the flying types on his team as well. Next up here, you thought I wasn't going to bring it, but I'm going to bring it anyway. We have Choice Scarf Gengar with the Curse Body ability, Energy Ball, Trick, Sludge Bomb, and Shadow Ball. 252 in special attack, 36 special defense, 220 speed with a Timid nature. With this spread, we are outspeeding. We are outspeeding a Scarf Zoroark. Yep, Scarf Zoroark, +1 Zoroark. We are outspeeding that. Energy Ball hits the Pelipper for neutral, the Kingdra for neutral, the Mega Swampert and the Kabutops for super effective damage. Trick is really nice because if he's like, oh, I'm just going to go into Bronzong, or oh, I'm just going to go into Snorlax, we can cripple that. Zoroark and Zoroark or Snorlax have to come, because otherwise Dual Stab Gengar just rips his team apart. Absolutely rips his team apart. And like I said, he needs the Jolly on the Mega Swampert, because if I were max speed Gengar with the Scarf, I do hit, I believe it's 267. He hits 268 in the rain, so he will need to run max special or max speed Jolly if he wants to outspeed us. If he doesn't, I could have ran max speed. You know what? I might as well. I might as well. Just in case he's not. Just in case he's not running max speed Jolly, I can outspeed and go for the Energy Ball. The special defense wasn't helping us with a hit anyway. It was just kind of there. So I'll go for that. He needs that to outspeed us. If he's adamant, we outspeed, hit him with an Energy Ball, bada bing, bada boom. Your aunt's your uncle, and we do some big damage to that Mega Swampert. Shadow Ball is there for the Bronzong. Shadow Ball is really, I've got a really nice Tauros set, which I'm really a fan of, but Shadow Ball hits the Bronzong, and once Bronzong's down, we start to sweep with our Mega Altaria, as well as just kind of throw hits in general, because once Bronzong's gone, I just keep clicking Sludge Bomb. I just literally come in every time when I click Sludge Bomb. Sludge Bomb over Sludge Wave, because of the 30% chance to poison. I believe it's the extra, what, 5%? Sludge Bomb is base 90. Sludge Wave is base 95 with a 10% chance. So I went with a 30% chance to poison. Just off of that, being able to wear down things like Snorlax, being able to force the Shaman out to use its natural cure, being able to potentially poison things like Pelipper and Kingdra as well, could be very, very nice. And like I said, Shadow Ball, if Zoroark or Snorlax don't come, I literally just spam Shadow Ball every time I come in. It is just a devastating move. I would be surprised, I would be shocked if one of them don't come. I would anticipate maybe the Zoroark if he's feeling like more hyper offense, but if he's feeling like bringing a core of Bronzong and Snorlax, like a defensive core of that, I really think that could put in a lot of work as well. So like I said, one of those two has to come. I'm leaning on the Bronzong Snorlax core, but if he brings Zoroark, we do outspeed that, and we can go for a trick on like his Sucker Punch or something like that. I really, really love this set so much. I love this set, and I just want it to do its thing. Ferdinand the Tauros, Life Orb, Sheer Force, Sunny Day, Fire Blast, Wild Charge, and Body Slam, 252 attack, 36 special attack, 220 speed with a hasty nature. With the hasty nature, we are outspeeding Zoroark and Electabuzz by 1 point. Here's how I play this. I lead Tauros. He leads Pelipper to get his rain up. I go for a Wild Charge. He either's a madman and stays in, or he goes out into Bronzong, which is more than likely his physical defense check. Bronzong comes in. He's like, oh, Tauros can't hit me. I'm going to go for rocks. I go for Sunny Day. He's like, uh-oh, I need to go back into Pelipper to get my rain back up. He brings in his Pelipper again. I go for a Wild Charge again. Or I go for a Sunny Day and I go for a Life Orb, Sheer Force boosted, Sunny Day enhanced Fire Blast on the Bronzong, which is just going to hurt this thing. Like I said, Gengar was our only real answer to it outside of Tauros. I really want this to work. Wild Charge hits the Pelipper, and Body Slam hits everything else that's not named Bronzong. He has no immunity to a ghost type on his team. Kabutops can come in. Wild Charge still hits that super effectively, which I'm fine for. Body Slam has that 30%, or no, not 30% chance spare because we're Sheer Force. So it is boosted, it is stab, it is going to run shop. I believe it was an extra like 10% overall if I wanted to go with Rock Climb, but Rock Climb has an 85% accuracy, and I was like, I'm already running Fire Blast. Let's keep it kosher and run Body Slam. So I'm really hoping Tauros puts in a ton of work. Ferdinand is the lead 100 times out of 100. The Bronzong comes in, man. If he leads Bronzong too, I click Sunny Day immediately, and then I click Wild Charge the next turn because he's like, oh no, I need my Pelipper in. Bada bing, bada boom, your aunt's your uncle, and we're good with that. Last but not least, we have the Commander Mega Altaria. She is coming this week. Dragon Dance, Heal Bell, Roost, and Return. Max HP, 12 in attack, 244 in speed with a Jolly Nature. Once Bronzong's gone, this thing puts in so much work. So much work. Yeah, I mean, just absolutely, it's terrifying how much work this thing puts in once Bronzong is gone. Yeah, we get up to, so the idea is to get to +3. Let me just make a change here on my own document really quickly, because we did change up 2 of the spreads. So there we go. Here's this. Here is our Mega Altaria. So we've got a ton of bulk behind us. 12 in attack, 244 in speed with a Jolly Nature. Jolly with this Dragon Dance, we outspeed Thundurus, I believe, at +2. Like, Double Dance Thundurus is definitely a thing that could come out. So if he is a Double Dance Thundurus, yeah, once we get up to +3, if I can get up 3 Dragon Dances, which I don't know if he'll let me do that, I can outspeed his entire team, obviously, and everything just kind of drops that's not named Bronzong. After a Dragon Dance, we are outspeeding things named everything on his team. We outspeed everything on his team outside of Rain at +1, which is really nice. +2, we start to outspeed some things like the Gosh Diggity Darn Swampert. I believe the Kabutops as well to an extent. Yeah, I believe the Kabutops as well. +3, we outspeed the Kingdra. If he feels like going for a dual dance on Thundurus. Heal Bell is really nice. It was the idea of like Dragon Dance, Facade, Roost, Return. But if he went for a Toxic, here's what I see happening. He doesn't have any Will-O-Wisp users on his team, so I was anticipating like a Toxic set on something like Snorlax, just to kind of 1v1 this thing. While that would boost my Facades, I can Heal Bell and Dragon Dance through, you know, through Facade. Does he have it before no, he does not. Okay. I can Dragon Dance boost through burns if he did have them. Toxic Poison is what I can't. I can't keep losing an extra 6% every turn. So I went with Heal Bell over Facade, even though it does give us the extra firepower. I'd rather have the longevity of my Mega Altaria, just because, like I said, once the Bronzong's on, this thing just kind of comes in and clicks moves. You know, we've got a lot of bulk behind us. We can go for a Dragon Dance. We outspeed his Pelipper. We don't outspeed Kingdra. We can't outspeed Kingdra if he's like a timid set outside of the rain. We outspeed Mega Swampert outside of the rain. Kabutops outspeeds us. Can I hit 145? I might just go max speed. I might just go max actually. Yeah, I think that's the play. I think I'm gonna go max. I'm gonna go 4 in attack. There we go. So 145, we speed tie a Jolly Kabutops outside of rain. If he's adamant, we do outspeed it. We do not outspeed Heracross, but Heracross really like can't touch us once we Mega Evolve, which is nice. Gives us a little bit of extra bulk, and then we obviously do outspeed the Snorlax. We can go for a Dragon Dance on that thing, and like I said, if he Toxic, if he Body Slams, we can Heal Bell all over and just kind of start clicking return. We can boost up alongside it if it's a Curse set as well. So that is our team going up in week 5 of the NPA. I hope you guys have enjoyed. This has been a really long team builder. I apologize. I hope you guys have enjoyed. If you have, show some love on that like button down below. Of course, if you're new, feel free to hit that subscribe button as well. All that being said, I want to remind you guys to be great and do great. I'm going to let this outro bang. I'm going to talk to y'all soon. Later.